Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Sharpie paint markers. These are the extra fine water-based markers, and originally I was going to do a comparison between Sharpie's oil-based versus the water-based, and I can do that somewhat in this video, but you'll see in just a little while why that is not going to work out to do a full comparison. And I'll mostly be focusing on the water-based ones that you see on the right there. Another reason, besides what is about to happen with the white pen here, is because I don't really have a fair comparison between the two. I don't have the white and black in water-based. I got this pastel set at Michael's, and I thought it'd be a good one to review because Sharpie is pretty widely available throughout the world. I did do some online searches. I know it's very widely available in North America, but I have been getting comments recently that some of the stuff that I share on my channel, especially with Michael's and Hobby Lobby and the coupons, other people are not, people in other countries don't have access to those products, much less the coupons, and so I really want to be aware of that. I know that gives us a big advantage here, and even there are parts of people in the United States that cannot go to a Michael's. So anyway, after all that, you kind of saw what happened there with the white oil-based Sharpie. I did read some online reviews. It generally gets 4 out of 5 stars, so I think the one that I got was just a dud. Now the black one, which is also the extra fine oil-based Sharpie, is working fine. And now I'm holding, as you can see, I'm holding the pen the way you are supposed to right now. That's not normally the way that I write or draw, but I wanted to show kind of the different line weights that you can get with this pen. This is how I normally write and draw, is I grip the pen sort of so that the nib of the pen faces all the way down. So it's at like a 90-degree angle to the paper. So basically, I'm just showing you there's a tiny bit of barrel size difference between the water-based and oil-based. Another difference I noticed was the pen cap. Now each of these was individually wrapped in plastic, but it's pretty easy to get them loose. You could see the cute little pen nib there, and like a lot of Sharpies and other type of paint pens, you prepare it by doing the pumping, where you gently just push down on the paper until you start to see that ink come out, and usually you'll see it start to show up in the nib itself, and then it'll come out in the paper. So right now I'm just writing on a manila tag to give you a sense of what it would look like on cardstock. So it's very matte. It's pretty even as far as the way that it writes. And then I wanted to see how these pastels would do on black cardstock. And the thing that I really enjoyed was that you can go really fast, you can go really slow, and there was very little skipping. And as they start to dry, you'll start to see that some of the colors are a little bit more opaque than others. Now this one, lavender, happened to be one of the more opaque ones. And you'll see what I'm saying as we go here. Each of them, though, I thought did pretty well as far as showing up on black. And I just wanted to show, see, that was just so random and quick, and it did really well. There was no skipping. So now I'm just showing you again how to prepare these. For me, it seemed to work with a combination of pumping it really slow and then doing a series of like faster pumps. So here's blue. And blue was probably the one that was the patchiest as far as opaqueness. But even being, you know, one of the more patchy ones, I thought it still did fine. I'm still going to be using all of these, and I would guess pretty regularly because I really enjoyed these pastel colors and the way that they feel, that the pen nips feel on the paper. So you might notice here at the bottom I have painted a layer of white gesso to kind of see how it's going to do in mixed media applications. And this one's the color pink. Of course, it's a little bit harder to see because it is a pastel color going down on white. My only caution about the gesso and painting over or using any type of paint pen over acrylic is it may work at first the way that these are, but a lot of times acrylic paint, gesso, anything with that type of material will start to jam the pen. And it's you know, acrylic really is plastic, and so a lot of pens will not be able to withstand it. So even as I was doing this test on the gesso, I was thinking, you know, that's fine to show it for the testing. I don't know if I would continue to use it over gesso and acrylic paint though. I think it'd be great with watercolor paint and other, you know, some other mixed media applications, but I probably will not continue to use these over gesso or acrylic just because I don't want to ruin them, and I've done that with a number of pens. So now I'm just switching over to show to make sure I cover all of the colors on both the black and the manila cardstock plus the white gesso. And I'm going to leave a couple of links below. I've started to do Amazon affiliate links, and that really helps my channel if you purchase through those links. However, it's totally up to you. You can purchase them however you like, of course. Now I think yes, this is the Aqua pen, and these were available both in the US and the UK on Amazon. As of right now, the UK Amazon link is only for 3 of the colors. I'm not sure why that is, because as you can see, the set that I got was a 5-pen set, but I will go ahead and leave those links in case you want to check them out. So this one actually was the best performer as far as all 5. This is called Aqua. It's a really vibrant mint green, and I don't even know if you call it a mint. I think it'd be more of just a blue-green, but definitely perform the best as far as opacity, and you'll definitely be able to see it on the black paper. So I would say as far as all 5, the lavender up top and the aqua are the 2 that are the most opaque, and I would definitely continue to use all 5, of course. So for this next part, I thought it'd be really fun to do this technique that I've been seeing on Pinterest. I've seen it on, especially for some reason, art pencil cases, like the little zip-up bags. I've been seeing it a lot, and I thought that the Sharpie paint pens would be perfect for this. And what I'm doing is I'm just painting watercolor as dark as I can and very randomly on a sheet of Strathmore watercolor paper, and I'm going to get this first layer down. I'm just using a Tim Holtz flat water brush, and I'm also going to use some watercolor pens from Brea Reese and see how the paint pens do over it. And I'll just kind of show you this technique. You probably will recognize it, and I want to upload a couple of pictures to show you what I mean. Now after that first layer has mostly dried, I'm just going in with some Brea Reese glittery art markers, and these are brush pens. They're really fun to work with, and the first two are very shimmery, the gold and there's a rose gold color, and then I go pretty crazy with the black. The black has actually the least amount of shimmer in it, although it still does have some shimmer, but these have been really fun to work with. And I thought they'd be dark enough to have the Sharpies show up on them. So I'm just going to wait for that layer to dry and then go back in with the Sharpies.